Hi everybody, it's me, Greg, and I'm just making an update to the video about the EVO GP Pro Gimbal that I made yesterday. Apparently, even I make mistakes, and I mentioned some things about the wiring adapters in that gimbal that is not correct. So I'm making this little video to clear up any confusion that you may have. In my first video, all the features I showed you are exactly as they should be, except for I made a couple mistakes concerning the wires. So let's just go through them real quick. The first one is these two wire adapters that I was talking to you about. One's a 4-wire, one's a 3-wire. They hook up to the side of your GoPro and they hook up to the gimbal. If you're using the 4-wire, that will enable the GoPro to rob the juice from the two batteries inside the gimbal, and it'll also activate this little AV port down here, which then you can use either a 3.5 millimeter jack with a male and female end, or two male ends depending what you have, to hook up an external monitor, so you can watch on that monitor. That way, if you have a GoPro 3 or a GoPro 2 or something like that and it doesn't have the back screen or the 4 black or whatever, you can watch it on that monitor. If you're using the 3-wire, then you're only supplying power from the gimbal to the GoPro. I believe that if you're using a monitor hooked up with that 4-wire and the additional cable, then once you turn that monitor on, I think that the GoPro screen goes blank, which is no big deal. So basically those wires are for, using the batteries that are inside this gimbal and robbing it, charging essentially the GoPro battery. The next item I wanted to talk about was this cable, this USB cable to mini USB, this port here. I said when you had these cables hooked up and you had this cable hooked up, then you were able to send all your data through to your computer. That is incorrect. In order to download your video from your GoPro, you'll still need to use the jacks here or take out the SD card, whether it's this mini SD card or the regular SD card on a 3 or 2, and put that in your computer just like you normally would. This USB mini port is only for this cable, this USB to USB mini cable, when you're hooking to your computer and downloading the firmware updates. If you want to check it or to calibrate this, if it ever got out of whack, you could download the software to calibrate it. The two batteries in there cannot charge through this USB port. The only way you can charge your batteries is to use this charger that's supplied, and then once again you put both batteries in here, you plug the small micro USB in there and plug that into either your computer or into the AC wall outlet adapter, and everything will be fine. One last little touch. If you have the, the remote control, which has a small USB, micro USB adapter right there, you can plug that into the micro USB port on the gimbal, and then it'll, control the up and down of the GoPro. So if you were to attach this gimbal to like a long pole and you wanted to stretch out over a car or something, or a bush or a tree, you would be able to use this remote as you're raising up over something to tilt the head back and forth, to keep the shot kind of consistent. So anyways, I'm sorry about those couple small mistakes I made, but it's still a heck of a good gimbal. All those wires do what they're designed to do. It's no big deal that you can't, charge through here. It's very simple to charge them in the batteries case, and it's no big deal that you can't send data through here. I mean, when you think about it, that's kind of a stupid thing that I said anyways. So once again, EVO did a great job on this gimbal, and we like it. As a final note, the GoPro doesn't have the best sound system in the world, so what you can do is you can buy an external mic cable and then hook up your favorite external mic. As long as the mic is supported up here somewhere, or on the side of the gimbal, and the cable has enough flexibility, and the cable you kind of support, you know, so it's not hanging down heavy. This will work fine. There's other videos on YouTube, you can check that out. And so you might want to investigate how to put an external mic. If you're only, you know, dealing with the camera indoors, then, you know, by all means just use the audio that's on the camera. It may work just fine for you. So, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there'll probably be another one popping up over here for you to watch. Or you can always hit our subscribe button that pops up here, or the little button down there. Don't forget, leave your comments down below, and I'll try to answer you when I can. So you have a great day. Like our video, share it on Facebook or your favorite social site, and we'll catch you the next time around.